What's up, guys? Coverage Genius here, back again with another video, and today is Thursday, September 10th, 2020. I hope you had a great day. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today is Thursday, and Thursday, we're trying to mix it up here. Sometimes I do rants, sometimes I do talk about things that are on my mind. Well, today we're gonna do something interesting, something I've never done before. And as you can see, I probably look a little goofy because I've got some headphones on, because I am going to react to a video today. I was thinking about it. I thought it would be fun to just start a series of reaction videos to some of the quote unquote really great salespeople out there. Names that you may know and have heard, and names you probably don't know, but there are tons and tons of YouTube videos out there. There are tons of people out there that claim they are gurus in their trade. And well, I'm gonna listen, examine, and critique, or just give my opinion on the things that they say. So today we will watch together a video by a man. His name is Grant Cardone. He has more than 1 million followers on YouTube. He's had great success. He's written some books, and well, I've heard his name, but I don't really know what he's about. So I did a little search and I found a video, and the video is called five tips to become the best salesperson. So hey, why not have this the first video and see if what he says makes any sense? All right, so I'm just gonna go through it. If you're interested in seeing my reaction to it, because I've never seen it before, well, then follow along for the ride, okay? So without further ado, let's get right to it.
You're a sales guy. You know, you've been listening to me for a while now about sales tips, sales strategies. I've been in this sales space now for about 30 years. Made a commitment when I was 25 years old. I'm going to become the guy, the legend, the living legend of everything sales. And over the last, 25 or 30 years, I've read Brian Tracy, Tom Hopkins, you name it, okay? All the greats from Zig, all the guys, Jackie, all the guys that have ever, the guys and gals that have ever dropped sales knowledge, read hundreds of sales books, watched thousands of hours of video on sales. And I came here today to share with you 5 tips on how to be a better salesperson. My staff actually put this together based on other information I've done, and they wanted me to share with you these 5 tips. More information, use video as much as possible, write up 100% of the customers, become a celebrity, and train every day. That's what they wanted me to give you. Here's my notes. But this is what I'm gonna give you. Okay, now that I have a little maturation, a little maturity, now that I know what I'm doing, as opposed to when I was 25, 30, 35, and 40 and thought I did. Look, if I had the sales game, if I was starting my career all over again, John, pass me that millionaire booklet, I would start everything over differently. You know, after 30 years of interviewing salespeople, being with masters and pros. I just spent some time with a guy that's done $25 billion worth of real estate sales. I've met some of the best mortgage brokers in the country, some of the best insurance agents in the world, some of the best financial planners on this planet. When I say best, I mean they make the most money. Okay, let's call a spade, okay? The best salespeople, number one, make the most money. You guys or gals out there that are bragging about your closing ratio, you're like, I'm the best closer in the world. Grant Cardone, I could close anybody. Look, if you're not making money, you are not the best.
Okay. So I'll agree with that statement. If you're not making money or the most money, you're not the best. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the criteria. You can't say you're the best unless you are the best. And how do you become the best in sales? It's how much money you make. So, all right, I'll agree with that.
So I'm going to give you 5 tips today off the cuff. I hope this is just enough to get you re-lit up and restarted on your sales career. Whether you're new to sales, been around sales a while, or you're a master of your universe, I want to take you to the next level. First thing you got to get
really
right
off the cuff?
if you want to be in the sales game today is you got to get your freaking financial literacy right. You got to get your money financial mindset right. You got to start thinking about taking your finances from the level you are to the level where you and your family deserve to be. Now, you know this is true. Okay, people that are not making enough money simply make sense of why they're not making enough money. Money's not going to make me happy. I'm fine where
Excuses.
I am. I'm doing better than people that live in Afghanistan. Okay? Well, none of that makes sense if you have the potential to make more money. If you have a great product, a great company, and you know another call, another strategy, one more little maybe angle, something that you could persist with. If you know that you could be making more money and you aren't, let's get that fixed, okay? I wrote this little book called The Millionaire Booklet. This took me about 2 hours to write. This took me 30 years to put together, okay? This is the Playbook to Millions. We actually called it Playbook to Millions originally, and Google and Facebook wouldn't let me advertise it because they said, you can't promise to make people millionaires. I said, no, you can't. I can. I've made millionaires. And the first thing to becoming a millionaire, a multimillionaire, a hectamillionaire, or a billionaire, and I've spent time with enough billionaires now, is they have made decisions to get their money right. Okay, whether they're going public or selling a product, scaling out, they had to make a decision to get the money, the finance model of their household, their business, their product, or their IPO right, if they want to go to the market and become a public company. So number one, get your money right. It's not about product knowledge first. It's not about sales knowledge first. It's not about sales process first. It's not about the follow-up first or writing the customer up first. It's not even about attitude first. It's about get your financial mental, get your money mental right, okay? Because if you're satisfied, if you're happy where you are financially, why would you sell anything else? Look, let's face it, you're on commission. You get paid to sell things. You get paid to close deals. You get paid to follow up only when it works. Okay, number one, get your money mindset right. When I put this book out, this is 420 pages.
Okay, all right. So his first tip is get your money mental right. He's a great salesman because when he's talking about his first tip, he's actually marketing and selling his product, his little booklet that he made that he says he wrote in 2 hours, and his millionaire playbook, which he has right in front of him, that took him 30 years to put together. So, okay, I'll give him kudos for that. He's already selling you something. He's selling a product. When he talks about like your money mental right, your mental money or whatever, your mindset right, I agree with that. I'm not sure exactly what he means because he's not really explaining it exactly what he means. But I think what he's trying to say is, like, where do you want to be with regards to your finances? Where are you right now? And where do you want to be? And how can sales take you there, right? I mean, I think it's like a goal setting thing, right? You want to, you're in sales to make money. That's the primary reason why you're in sales. Now, there are also a lot of other benefits, a lot of other things and reasons why you may be in sales, like you want to help people, you enjoy interacting with people, meeting with people, convincing people, blah, blah, blah. But the primary reason is you want to change. It should be that you want to change from where you are right now financially to where you want to be, because why else would you get into sales? Sales, you don't make a salary. You're basically making money off each sale that you make, and you get a commission. If you don't make any sales, you make no money. And most of us, if not all of us, need money to survive in life. So I agree with that. I think what he's trying to say is like set a high goal. Why is it that you really want to be in sales? So, and once you get that understanding in your head, then you know where you need to go and then possibly can figure out what you need to do. So, all right, that's good.
Personal finances, creating a millionaire, how to make millions in business. You have a
He
business,
mentions
even if you're just a
420
salesperson.
pages.
The wealth creation formula
In his millionaire
The rest
playbook.
of this book is sales strategies. 320 pages of sales strategies, 100 pages on finances. Okay, actually, it's 161 pages on finances.
It's like a binder.
The rest of the book, 260 pages, is on sales, top sales secrets, 10x super life sales secrets, follow up the greatest sales secret. By the way, follow up was where the money is. Number 2, follow up. All the money is in the follow up. It's not in the meet and greet.
Number
It's
2,
not on the internet.
follow up.
It's in the follow-up. You got a lead, somebody's interested. How do I follow them up? Now, this is where the financial thing comes back into play because the follow-up is hard. Nobody wants to make that second call, much less the third one or the fourth one or the fifth one. Do you know that 25% of all salespeople make one phone call and quit? 48% never make 2 calls. Most never make the first one.
That's interesting. He talks about number 2 as being follow-up. And he mentions the statistic. What did he just say? Like 48% don't even make a second call or a follow-up call. I think that's really true. A lot of people who are in sales, they give up so easily. They don't understand what it takes to actually convert a lead into an actual sale. They just think that, oh, I have a lead and it's just going to take me to give one phone call and get the sale. No, that doesn't happen that way. In insurance, it can if you're really good, right? If you're able to, there's something called the one call close, which not many people can do all the time. But those who are skilled can actually take a lead and actually close on that person in one call, and the call could be 45 minutes to an hour. I've done that a few times. I can't do that all the time because a lot of people who you talk to are hesitant. They're not ready to make the decision right then and there. They need to think. So your job as a salesperson is to follow up. Let's continue. Let's listen to what else he has to say.
It's crazy. Okay, most of your sales are closed between the 5th and the 8th call. If you're advertising on the internet, there's a good chance you have to call people 8 to 11 times.
Most sales close between the 5th and the 8th call. Okay, I agree with that.
5th and the 8th call. If you're advertising on the internet, there's a good chance you have to call people 8 to 11 times just to get them on the phone one time to qualify them the first time to see if they're even on the right product. So follow up. The fortunes are in the follow-up. Number 3, you got to mix up. You got to mix up your strategies. It can't just be one strategy. You're no longer just a phone person or an in-person person or an internet person. If you're heavily dependent upon the internet, do not abandon your other mixed choices.
Okay. Number 3 says mix up the strategies. What he's saying here is don't just make phone calls, don't just meet people, don't just use the internet, but use a mixture of them. And I agree with that too. You need variety. Not one way does not work with everyone. Let's hear what else he has to say.
We call it mixed martial selling. That's right.
Mixed
martial selling. I am the mixed martial arts of sales. Because I use the phone, I use the internet, I use social, different than the internet. And number 4, I use a personal visit. I will walk in, knock on your door. And number 5, I use referrals. So what are your different mixed martial arts, if you will, your mixed arts of sales today? The internet's one, the phone's one.
Internet, phone.
Retail, traditional retail visits. 4,
in-person
social media.
visits,
and
social
number
media,
5, referrals. Influencers. Getting other people to endorse you, okay? Number 4, 72% of all salespeople and sales organizations never write a deal up. This is one of the points that Jared wanted me to share with you today. One of the things I built my entire career over. One thing that probably has me responsible for more deals, more closes, more companies, more business than any other single thing I've done in my career. Write the deal up. Okay, when I'm buying real estate, I've bought and sold $750 million worth of real estate. Every one of them, every property I bought was a sales game. It was all a sales game. First, I had to get my finances right. Second thing I had to do was make a call, follow the guy up. He's trying to sell a property. I got to find out, why would you sell it to me? How can I get in his circle of influence? Okay, how can I get their attention? How can I then follow them up to keep their attention? Every real estate deal I've ever bought required me to follow up just to buy the deal, which is a sales job.
Yeah,
3, I had to use my mixed paths to get the deal. 4, I had to write a deal up. I can talk till I'm blue in the face. There's a guy, I wanted to buy his property. He wouldn't respond to my phone call, so what I did was send him an LOI, a letter of intent to purchase his property. Number 4, if you don't get to the write-up, nothing matters. You guys in retail, you guys and gals in retail, if you're not writing the customer up, you're showing the product, presenting the product, walking around the product, and you never write them up, you will never close a deal. Every deal you have ever closed in your entire lifetime, guarantee you wrote it up. You didn't talk about it to close it. You had it on a contract, on a proposal. Somebody had to sign something to buy.
Okay, write them up. What does that mean? Close the deal? He talks about his experience with regards to real estate, writing a letter of intent or writing a contract. Okay, that makes sense. In insurance, probably this is like a proposal, like as in a quotation, an accurate quotation, whether it be auto, home, business, commercial, health, life, whatever it is. It's giving them the proposal, I guess, for them to sign. So, okay. I don't know how that's a tip, but it's true. I don't know if that's a tip to become the best salesperson though, but all right, let's keep going.
You wrote them up. Now the last thing I'm going to tell you is this, and I could go on and on. I could give you another 6 points to take you to the master levels, okay? Love to get you my playbook, by the way. This thing is the bomb. But the fifth thing I want to tell you,
he's selling the playbook again.
Training. If you're not going to train, then put a sign on your desk, I quit learning a long time ago, and see how many people want to buy from you. Tell your family.
Okay, so the 5th tip is training, and I totally agree with this one. No one is the best salesperson. No one is born that way. No one has the talent. It's not even in sales. It's with anything. Like the professional athletes of the world aren't where they are because of just talent. Yes, talent got them to a certain place, but without the hard work and the discipline, the training, they couldn't have gotten to where they were without those things. So I totally agree with this one. I would say this is probably one of the more important ones that you should constantly train, read. You know, Grant talks about reading hundreds of sales books and watching thousands of videos. Well, yeah, that was his training. He was able to read and watch those things and take pieces of what he learned and apply that to his life. So I agree with that. Let's hear what else he has to say with regards to training.
Tell your family, go home and tell your wife and your kids, I quit learning, I quit reading, I quit studying, I quit training, I can't get any better. Put on there, done, I'm finished, I'm in retirement early, I'm going to purgatory, I'm going to wait it out, cross my fingers, and hope they bring me to sales heaven. Look, you're done if you don't train, okay? Now, I know you know this, you've heard it, I hate to tell you this.
You're done if you don't train.
My boy Connor McGregor. My boy Conor McGregor. Okay, I went and saw him fight in New York. I went and saw him fight for one reason, because I saw him say, I'm not the best. This isn't about talent. It's because I'm obsessed. I out-train everyone else. I have to win so bad, I train.
Yeah, I like what he just said. He quoted Conor McGregor, saying that he's not the best. but I want to be the best. And in order for me to be the best, I train.
Look, if you're not training, that says something about your obsession or lack of obsession with winning. I want you to win. I know your wife or your husband, your spouse, your family members, your kids, your mom and dad want you to win at the next level, no matter what they tell you. Even if they tell you you're doing great, pat you on the back, you know the truth. Mm-hmm. You know the truth. The only way to win is to train. The only way to win is to read. The only way to win is to learn more.
Totally true of what he's saying with regards to learning. I totally agree with this. Out of all the points, I think this is probably the number one point I agree with. You need to train, man. I mean, look, I've been in the game not as long as he has. He's been in it for 30 years. I haven't been in it for that long. But I understand that I have to train. You have to train. And how do you train? You got to read and learn up on as much stuff as possible, right? You have to be able to maximize and utilize your time efficiently so that you can do these things. Because if you're selling 8 hours a day and you got to eat and you got to sleep, when are you training? You got to spend time with your spouse or your girlfriend, with your family. Then when are you training? You don't have a lot of time, so you need to make use of the time. That's why, I talk about, like in the last video, I talked about this book here. I totally agree with this. And I'm an avid believer of just trying to read and learn as much as possible. But I also believe that part of learning is actually practicing, right? Because you can read all the books and watch all the videos that you want, but if you don't take what you learn and actually practice it, I feel like you won't get the connection of what's in your mind to your mouth. This goes with so many things. Like, for example, even let's say you want to learn another language. You can read all the language or whatever, how to say things, like, and do it in your mind. But if you don't actually practice speaking with, let's say, another person who is fluent in the language, how do you expect to actually be good at speaking? You won't get feedback. You won't make mistakes. You won't get corrections. So I believe that, yes, reading, watching videos is good, but I would also add, you need to practice. You need to practice. So in sales, you need to make the phone call. And nobody wants to make the phone call because they're fearful of getting rejected. But sales is all about rejection. You get rejected like 99% of the time. But in order to be really good in sales, you have to have a thick skin and not fear rejection and push it to the limit and keep trying and trying and trying. That's why sales is like amazing. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I got into it, because it's literally, I'm challenging myself to push myself beyond my comfort level. And it's so not comfortable, right? When you like dread picking up the phone, even to this day, like I dread picking up the phone and trying to call because like, it's just, sometimes it's tiring, it's annoying, it's frustrating, it can get depressing, but there's something inside me that pushes me to do it. And after I do it, it makes me, I guess, stronger. It makes me more knowledgeable. It makes me, it gives me more, I have more wisdom because of the experience. So totally agree with this. Let's get back to the video.
Listen more. Learn something new. Look, we're in a time like we've never been before. Technologies come and go faster than people do. Things are changing like this, whether it's video you're using or social media or Snap or short videos or videos that disappear or videos that stay or text messaging that you can create to push and market and brand yourself, called text messaging, which I've been using a lot. Look, the world's changing. And if you're saying to yourself, I'm too old to learn that, well then guess what? You're too old to learn that. If you can't learn anything new, just put, I'm ripe and I'm about to fall off the tree and nobody's gonna want it.
You're saying you can't learn anything, you're ripe. That's pretty funny.
Look, man, you gotta train every single day like your life depends on it. train every single day. I am here today. I own these 4 companies that I own, the studio, my reputation, everything is because when I was 25 years old to when I was 30 years old, every single day, I trained watching video every day. I'd watch the video, I'd walk in, and then I would role play, and then we would do a sales meeting every single day. And immediately, when I was 25 years old,
So he mentioned something, which is a very good thing. He said he would role play. And role play is so important in sales. If you're in sales and you're not role playing, like with another individual, whether it be your spouse, your friends, other salespeople, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. I mean, you need to practice. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect, right? 10,000 hours of practice makes an expert, right?
That is what changed my whole life. My commitment to training, my commitment and willingness to sit down every day, take in a piece of data, sit down and role play that with somebody else, okay? Look at my stats every day, and on the way home, on the drive home, every single day, I would listen to audio. On my way to work every day, I would listen to audio. When I woke up in the morning, I'd watch video. Every morning when I got to work, I role played. Every time I lost a deal, I role played what I would do differently next time to get that deal. That is a commitment. That commitment started with number 1. I wanted to get my money right. I got tired, sick and tired of going to the store having to put a bag up. I got sick and tired of hearing myself say that's too much money when I was at the store or the restaurant. I got sick and tired of that. The only reason it was too much money was because I wasn't selling enough. I wasn't making enough. And
I like what he just said here. I really do. When he was tired of complaining about how expensive something is. And if you're complaining about how expensive something is, it's because you're not making enough money. I think I can apply that in my life. I try to be conscious of how I spend money because I don't want to waste it and I want to build wealth, but take it in another point of view. Why not just make more freaking money, right? Just make more money. Figure that out. Good point.
why was I only selling enough to complain? It's because I wasn't training, because I didn't know what to do. You can change that right now, okay? I have products online that cost nothing. I have products online that cost $500. I got products online that cost $50,000. I want to help you. To the degree that you're able to help yourself right now, to listen to this message is a great thing. Congratulations. It's what you do after this message. Do you even remember the 5 things I shared?
Now he's in his selling mode.
If not, go back and watch the video and you'll see the importance of repetition. If you don't remember what I've shared in this video, the 5 specific tips, go back and watch this video and you will understand how much you miss when you hear something. I want to help you. My name's Grant Cardone. They call me the greatest salesman in the world. And if they don't call me that, I'll call me that, because I know more about selling in the 21st century, whether it's traditional, on the phone, cold calling, warm calling, to a referral, to somebody that doesn't know me, to an elevator pitch, to selling $1 products or $100 million products. I've done all that, everything in between. I know how to sell in this mixed martial arts universe, if you will, and I want to help you do the same. Check out my playbook to millions. Maybe we give them a little link or something, Robert. We can give them something, little teaser, so I can put you in a funnel. ClickFunnels, y'all know about those? This is a game changer, baby. It's a game changer, okay? But just...
All right. Enough of this video. He's a salesperson for sure. He's ending the video like how he's known as the best salesperson in the world, and if people don't know that, he'll tell people that, and he's selling his stuff, and he's talking about ClickFunnels and all, and he's good. He's smooth. He's a smooth operator. Some may feel that he's a little bit too smooth, maybe a little bit slimy. But it's funny. It's good. It's good to see. He's definitely a salesperson. He is a very good talker. He's a very good talker. He has his 5 points that he wants to talk about. Very smooth on the delivery. He makes you understand it pretty clearly. And then he wraps it around saying like, well, you know, I can help you with these things by selling you my stuff, which ranges from nothing to $50,000. So, yeah, with that being said, that's my reaction to this video. It was the first time I did it, so show me some love. If you haven't already, please smash the like button. Smash it, all right? Smash the heck out of it, all right? Subscribe to the channel. I definitely enjoyed this experience. This is pretty cool, just watching a video straight up, like never watching it before, and giving you my initial commentary and initial impressions of it. It was very fun. I think I understand why a lot of people are doing that out there, and so maybe I could do this in regards to the sales industry, towards in real estate, towards investment advice that people give, and maybe and comment on them. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I love you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.